Men are big and scary. Well, except if they wear a dress. You may remember a video that went viral a while back about a woman being approached in a parking lot by a male.
I'm really shaking right now because I just had a man approach me in a parking lot. So this guy, I'm alone with my son, by myself, a woman, and a male approached me in a parking lot. He's, "Excuse me, miss," and I don't know why in the hell he was approaching me or what he was trying to do. And before he was probably 30 feet from me when he said, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, "Do not approach me." No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot. Ever. No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot. And
so before she rambles on and on about more about how men are big and scary, this is just one example of how women talk about men. Many women post videos arguing that women in public spaces, such as grocery stores, gyms, public transit, or even sidewalks, are simply trying to go about their day safely. And they should not be disrupted by random interactions by big old scary men. You see, the underlying message is always the same. Women are inherently vulnerable in public spaces. And men represent a statistical, unpredictable threat to the safety of those women. That's right, big and scary. However, the same voices that argue a man speaking to a woman in a well-lit parking lot is an inherent safety risk, they're often the exact same voices defending policies that allow biological males into, I don't know, say female locker rooms, restrooms, and even sports leagues. See, in modern times here now, the narrative, it tells women to treat every unfamiliar man as a potential threat. We are told that women live in constant state of hypervigilance and fear that an unsolicited interaction from a male, it's an attack on their comfort and safety. Whenever a woman says that men are scary, yeah, society nods. Yes, they are. Nods and agrees. Yes. We validate that fear because, hey, let's face it. Men are physically larger, they're stronger, and they're capable of inflicting severe harm. And you can ask some people that they even have that mindset of, the hunter-gatherer. They're just so bigger. Now, there are exceptions to every rule, so not saying that every man's a big, strong threat and stronger than a woman, but let's take it for what it really is. So, keeping all this in mind, if women require absolute isolation from male presence to feel safe, one would just assume that private, vulnerable spaces like restrooms and locker rooms will be protected at all costs, right? Oh no, instead, policies across universities, corporations, and even municipalities have shifted to allow access based on gender identity rather than biological sex. So if I feel pretty today, I can go in the ladies' room. So now, suddenly, the argument that men are physically intimidating and women need protected spaces, yet that all vanishes. It all goes away, doesn't it? Real quick. See, there's different things and different categories for things for a reason. Even female sport categories were explicitly created for one reason: to protect women from the overwhelming biological advantage of male puberty. Men are, on average, bigger, stronger, faster. They have a higher bone density, even greater lung capacity. These are basic biological facts. See, when we allow male-bodied athletes into female sports, we're not creating inclusion. No, we're eliminating a fair playing field. If a man approaches a woman in a parking lot, if that's considered, to be an imbalance of power and it threatens her safety and it throws off her peace of mind, why is a biological male physically competing against a woman on a basketball court or a rugby field or a volleyball court or anywhere else? Why is that considered progress? Sub Cunningham is being attacked for standing up for women's rights in the WNBA. She said men should not be allowed to compete in women's sports. But she might as well shot somebody in the face the way she's being treated. But hey, men are big and scary, except if they're in your bathroom or on your basketball court. That's right. Men are just fine in your bathroom, your locker room, or on your daughter's volleyball team. But they should never approach you in a parking lot. A man should never talk to you from 30 feet away. But he can spike a volleyball in your daughter's face, giving her a concussion. That's okay. That's progress. If women have nothing to fear in a restroom, in a boxing ring, or on the court, why so scared in a parking lot? Now, it definitely couldn't be because they're bigger, stronger, and faster now. Could it?
What we do here is go back.